All sandblasted, ready to go. About to do my first coat of primer. So it's all painted up, nothing too exciting. The SEM looks good as always. Got the other stuff hanging that I need to put on as well. I'm making like a little shield for my water tank. My brother is fixing his brake. Actually, let's go see what he's doing. So this is my water tank. Haven't really made a good video about it. If it rains, the water from the tire is gonna come straight back onto my pump. So I'm cutting out a little template right now so I can make a little drape that goes over this little shield. I got this chunk of rubber that I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna use magnets and maybe like a bolt or two to hold this in place. But I still need to be able to get to it because there's a valve up here that I need to turn to reverse the direction of the water flow. I got an in and an out right here. So I still need to be able to access this. So I got a couple chunks of aluminum here that are gonna be brackets for that rubber piece that I have. This is one of them. So I got a flathead screw installed and a piece of rubber. So this is super close to the tanks right here, the fuel tank. So the rubber is higher than the actual aluminum, but I'm just putting this here as a little insulator just in case this were to ever hit the fuel tank. I don't want metal on metal. Even though this is aluminum and the fuel tank's steel, this would probably wear out first. Got a washer and a nut, locking nut on the bottom, nothing too crazy. Tap this out M6 so I can fasten a screw on this side to hold the shield on. What happened?
I went to the store and I was coming back and I lost my brakes. I think
this thing locked up for sure.
Wheel cylinder or something.
Oh, dude, that's way too hot. It should not be getting that hot. The only bad thing is that it cooked them bearings. Yeah, because it's even on the hub boiling. So this is what I got for my guard. I got this piece of neoprene that is 3/16 thick. It's pretty thick. Amazon didn't have a thinner one, so I just got this. It's almost 5 mil thick. These are magnets, so I can pull these down and I can kind of flip this out and that exposes everything up in there. So this is the valve that I need to get to. You can turn it 90 degrees one way or the other, which changes the direction of flow in or out because the tank obviously needs filled up and it needs to be able to be used. So you can also see on this piece of rubber that I made 3 holes in it, and that just kind of fills in that little blank spot. And I had to cut this to obviously like relieve it from these hoses and allow it to pop through. So I got that little shield right there, which helps a bunch. So this little bracket here is the strap for my tank, and I just tapped in there, M4, that's an M6, and that just kind of holds that part on. So here's another bracket on the front, and there was already a hole in this panel, and I just kind of utilized that with the little 5mm screw. This is a 6, and I'm gonna put a nut on the other side. So this is the one in the very back, and that just comes off of my fuel tank strap. There was already a hole in that, and I just came right over here, got a little M6 in there as well. So that pretty much does it. I'm loving this material. It's neoprene, and like I said, it's 3/16 thick, about 5mm, which is super thick. And at first I kind of didn't think it would work, but now that it's on here, I'm really liking it. This is gonna keep all the water and all the crap off of my electric pump, also my valves, all my hoses and stuff as well. I do need to make 2 little plugs for this before I hit the road because they're gonna need plugged up. I don't want sand and crap getting in there. That's my little vent for the tank. In and out, I 3D printed that. So you control the pump down there with this little switch panel. So I installed this too since the last time I was out. This is just a 3D printed piece that replaces your ashtray. This is the water pump. This is a light, this is another light. So I love this little panel just because it's already a hole and it just kind of fills in that little spot. This is my solar stuff, which also, there was a cup holder here. So that is another good, I love utilizing what's already there. So it's midnight and I think I'm about done working on the van. Tonight is the last warm night, probably the last warm night of the year. So I'm trying to get everything done that I can. Today was a super productive day. I got my passport stuff figured out. I got an appointment tomorrow at noon at the post office to get all that stuff situated. I got tags for my van. I ended up painting my swing out. So I did put it on just to get it out from up there. I put tape over the tops because it's there's a chance of rain. I still need to 3D print a little cap for this. So also a couple caps all across this whole carrier. I got my little shield done on the water pump, water tank, whatever you want to call it. That thing's awesome. I can't wait to use that while I'm out. Also got another water tank on the inside that you guys haven't seen. I made up this whole bracket holder thing for it. It's awesome. It was a super productive day. Man, I got a lot done. Like right now, I feel good about today. And it's an awesome feeling to have. So I got a couple more things to do to the van and I'm done. I'm out. I'm gone. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm ready, dude. I'm so ready. The van's ready. At least I think. That's the only thing. I haven't driven the van that much and I've done a lot to it. So maybe I'll try to drive that like within the next couple of days. I do need to buff the van and tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the last nice day and then the temperature is just dropping. So I have to buff this thing and wax it before I hit the road. All right, so I think that does it. I'm gonna wrap it up, get the bikes in. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days. It's gonna be hectic, but I like hectic.